So, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the final episode in season 3 of our Glory Hunter series. We have moved from Newcastle to Inter Milan, of course. As you will have seen in the last episode, we've also picked up our first trophy as manager at Inter Milan. Also, we're going to dive straight into the fixtures, the results of the games that we've already played. We're going to show you a little graphic as well of what we've already achieved, and we're going to bring you the last game of the season. So as we can see, here's what we've achieved already. With Newcastle, we did win the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Carabao League Cup in our 2 seasons there. We also went on to win the Champions League somehow, I'm not sure, but we got there and we won it. We did then go into the Community Shield the following season. We did lose it in the first season. We won it in the second season, and we also won the European Super Cup before resigning. That took us then to Inter Milan in January of season 3, and so far already we've achieved a Coppa Italia, and in the league, as we're about to see, we've been doing very well also. So we're going to show you the results from the games we've already played. First of all, as you will remember, we left off. We played Bayern Munich in the first leg of the semi-final of the Champions League. We followed that up with a 3-1 win at home to Udinese. Again, we're kind of trying to field a weaker team so that we could drop points here and go for 5th place to get into the Europa League for next season. As we see here, Lazaro with a nice turn as he gets down our right hand side, cuts the ball back, and Bukovic is there to open the scoring for the visitors. Late in the second half then, Gilarducci wins the ball, plays a nice pass across to Bergval, who dummies, and Fontana Rosa comes in to score his first goal of the season. Schjelderup then takes a free kick to the edge of the box, and Fofana coming in to score in the 83rd minute to give us a 2-1 lead. And towards the end then, the 87th minute, Fofana involved again. His pass finds Borelli, who fires it back across the face of the goal, and Thuram is there to score in the 80th minute. So we were losing that game for quite a large part, but the players just couldn't give it up, and I appreciate that as well. Although I wanted them to kind of throw it away a little bit. We then went into the second leg of the Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich. We are away, of course. As you may have seen there, the game finished in a 3-2 loss in Bayern Munich's favour. Took us into a 3-3 aggregate score. As we see here, Thuram picking up on a loose header back from Kim Min-jae to score the opener, gave us a 2-0 aggregate lead. As we see then, Musiala winning the ball, plays a nice pass forward to Harry Kane, goes one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and just from about the 18-yard line, fires low and hard into the corner as he does. Schjelderup then scores a penalty in the 68th minute to give us the advantage again on aggregate, as Kimmich whips in a quarter headed by Harry Kane, who scores. We see Kim Min-jae plays a lovely ball forward. It's flicked back by Tell, finds Kokchu in the central. It's in the centre of the 18-yard box in the penalty shootout then. And as we see the penalties, Kane scores, followed by Schjelderup. Mathis Tell then scores, followed by Marcus Thuram, missing the decisive penalty. We went on then, it finished 5-4 in Bayern Munich's favour. As we see here, Kimmich scoring, followed by Aslani scoring, Serge Gnabry scoring, and Lopani scoring as well. And that is how it finished. It was Karsten, whose penalty we didn't see there, was the all-important one as Thuram missed his penalty. And so after the Bayern Munich defeat, obviously we did make it in the final. In the other semi-final, Man City did win 4-0 at home, so they regained a little bit of their dignity with a 9-5 defeat on aggregate. Back in domestic league action, we followed up then with a 3-0 win against Parma. Again, feeling a little bit of a weaker squad. We're trying to really push to get into the Europa League for next season by finishing in 5th. As we see the goals here, we see Fontana Rosa breaking down the left-hand side, finds Barella, plays across to Umberto Albano, making his debut. His cross goes into the back post, headed home by Lucas Bergval. Warner then plays the ball across. Fontana Rosa involved again. The ball bumbles out to Dumfries, who fires it low and hard and to make it 2-0. And in the second half, Dumfries involved again as his pass finds its way into Lautaro Martinez, who's obviously just come back from an injury, and he scores to make it 3-0. At this stage, with only 3 games left to play, 2 in the league, it did put us in a 5-point advantage over Roma, so the chances of a 6 point advantage over Roma, so the chances of us losing both our last games and Roma winning both their last games, one of whom was against Napoli, seemed a little bit of a tall order. So I kind of resigned to qualifying for the Champions League, which sounds like a good thing, and I'm trying to make it sound like a bad thing. We were aiming for the Europa. Delighted to get in the Champions League, of course, with Inter. But that is how we stand currently. We then played, of course, the Coppa Italia final, which you would have seen in the previous episode. We followed that up with a game against 18th place Cagliari. Again, trying to field a weaker squad and trying to drop points. Roma and Napoli did draw in their game at the same time. So we are now, we can't drop into 5th place. As we see the goals here, Gilarducci and Aslani combining, finds Fontana Rosa on the left. His ball across the face of goal comes in off Zappa for an own goal. Aslani involved again as him and Fontana combine, find Lapani and Bergval from distance, fires home from about 20 yards in the top corner to make it 2-0. Schilderup whoops in a corner then, which Marcus Thuram absolutely powers his way through the defence to score. And another corner from Schilderup is met by Lapani. The ball comes back off the post. Schilderup picks up the loose ball and fires in the top corner for another incredible goal. So it is at this stage, as we look at the Serie A table, we have qualified for Champions League next year. We are 5 points ahead of Juventus. We are, of course, 5 points behind Atalanta. Looking at the results there, we are looking at the league table. We are 12 points away from finishing top of the league. If we hadn't thrown some of those games earlier and got some draws, we might have actually been able to push, depending on some of the other results. But we are about to go into our final game of the season against Lecce. It's a game that we can't go up or down from, so we're just going to field our strongest team possible. Rooney Bargi has returned from his injury. He's recommended for 75 minutes of time. It could be it's certainly his last game this season for us. There is a £130 million option to buy him. I would like to buy him, but 130 million is a little bit too steep. The board have given us 118 million to spend in the summer transfer window. So the strongest team we can field at possible at the minute, with Federico Di Marco injured, is Dumfries at right back, Pavard and Bastoni continuing central defence, Evan and Dica at left back, Lapani in that defensive midfield role with Barella and Fernandez just ahead of him in central midfield. We're bringing in Fofana again on the right wing, as Paul Vanner hasn't really made an impression. I've decided I'm definitely not going to keep him, even if he does want to stay. I don't think he does. So we decided to bring in Fofana in the last few games to give him some more experience. He has done well for us. He has played, he's made 8 starts, 13 sub appearances, obviously playing before I joined the club. He has scored 2 goals and laid on an assist as well. We do, of course, have Schilderup on the left wing, and of course our star striker, Lautaro Martinez, playing on as a striker. So this is it. We are into our final league game of the season. It's a little bit of a no-win, no-lose situation. As mentioned, we are 5 points behind Atalanta, who are third. We are 5 points ahead of Juventus, who are in fifth. So our league position can't actually change anywhere here. So we're just going to go out and enjoy the game as it is. We've won a Coppa Italia. We've won our first trophy. We've qualified for the Champions League for next season. And we're just going to go out and enjoy it, and maybe have a little look and see in the summer in the areas that we can strengthen as well. We do have some good youngsters, of course, coming through the team, so we might give some more game time to them. As Schiller whoops in this corner, the ball is cleared. We're in the 8th minute here. Jetson Fernandez picks up the loose ball, comes to the left-hand side. He's playing it back across the box. It's gone in. Badra Fofana has scored, I think. It looked like it came back off the post, off the defender. I'm not sure, but Fofana's been credited with the goal. That's Jetson Fernandez. Let's give a little fanfare. Plays it right across. I think it's Fofana's shot is on target. It's hit the defender, come back in off the post. We lead 1-0. Fofana has been given the goal. His shot was on target. It was deflected in off the defender, off the post as well, obviously. But we're in the lead, and Lecce are currently 9th in the league. A win for them could move them up 1 position as the Vinter brings the ball forward. It's cut out by Indica. Fofana plays a lovely ball over the top to Lautaro Martinez. He's hit the post and he's blasted the rebound over the bar. Not expecting that, if I'm being honest. So as we look, we're into 35 minutes. Inter Milan absolutely run away with it. Napoli are top by a few points. They are going to win the league. AC Milan, sorry, I said Inter Milan. AC Milan, and what I meant was running away with the result. They're already 4-0 up. As the ball comes back, it's cleared by Lautaro, who's in there doing his defensive duties. As Barella steals in, picks up on mistake. His pass can't find. Not sure who that was. As the ball comes back to the defender, it's going to go all the way back to goalkeeper. Let's say keeping the ball pretty well here. Falcone goes long, and Bastoni just heads it back to Owusu-Odoro. Brings it out to Pavard, who's given space to run into. Finds Dumfries, and first time pass to Fofana. It's a lovely return pass to Jedson. Comes in the Lautaro Martinez. That's a lovely finish from the edge of the box. See, Pavard comes down the right hand side. Dumfries with the first time pass. Little turn inside and a little cute inside pass from Fofana. Finds Jedson. He squares the ball to Lautaro. And just from about 18 yards, a little inch or two inside, he fires home to make it 2-0. Sheldrup now in the 41st minute with a corner from our left hand side. The ball goes in deep. The ball's clear first time. Comes to Jedson Fernandez. He's having a go. It's a very good save from the goalkeeper. And it's another corner. Sheldrup to take again from our left hand side. Whips it in towards Ndika. The ball's clear. Jedson pick up this ball again. Gets to the byline. There's a challenge. It's a good challenge. And Lapane recovers the ball. Pavard brings it left to Evan Ndika. It's back to Bastoni. He's looking to run into the space on the left hand side, which he's got far too much of. There's a 1-2 with Barella. Comes back into Lapane. Comes to Dumfries. He's given space. He's having a go, but he's put it wide. Falcone now take the goal kick. And the 43rd minute goes long, and it comes to Berisha. Finds it into Condello, and he's fired home. They make it 2-1, so they've reduced the deficit. It's a little frustrating. It's a little bit route one, but it worked very well, as we see. Falcone taking the goal kick, and I'm not sure who it is wins the first header. Comes to Berisha, plays a nice ball into Condello. And it's Denzel Dumfries playing him on side as well. Given to Mala, and yeah, it's Denzel Dumfries playing him on. And Condello one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He's not going to miss that. Schiller with a free kick. He's having a go. It's a good save by Falcone. Into the last minute stoppage time at the end of the first half. Schiller plays the ball into the back post. Ndika wins the header. Can't get it across. Pavard brings it forward again to Schiller. He might have a go here. He does. The keeper saved it. He's pushed it on the crossbar. It's gone out for a throw-in. And that brings the first half to a close. We are dominating. If we look at the stats there, we are all over them at the minute. We've dominated the first half in terms of momentum and possession. As Bascarito plays the ball forward. That's a very good finish from Condello. A little bit unexpected. As Bascarito plays the ball forward. Bastoni misses his header. Lays it on to Condello, essentially. And this is a little bit frustrating because now we're not playing well, and we were trying to field weaker teams and not play well in earlier games to finish 5th. And I don't know when this was coming. Maybe we could have made a little bit more of an effort. As Dorgu plays it back to Pereira. Ramadani finds Koulibaly. Comes all the way right to Bascarito. Ramadani and Bascarito involved again. Scheller can't get a challenge in. Lautaro stays on the loose ball. It's a nice interception. Gets to the byline, cuts it back to Evan Ndika. Goes to the byline, return to Martinez. There's an attempt there from Sheldrup, but there's a defender right in front of him. Gets the block in. So Sheldrup with a corner from our right hand side this time. And the keeper comes and collects. So we were doing very well there. Let's change our mentality up to go very attacking. We would like to finish with a win, of course. He makes some subs. A few players not playing great. Bastoni is one of them. Let's bring Ndicka in there. We'll bring Albano in the left back. And Shelderup not playing a great game. We'll bring Marcus Thuram in on the left wing. Jason Fernandez carrying a booking. We'll maybe bring in Lucas Bergvall for his final game, I think it's fair to say. There was no future fee agreed with Spurs for Bergvall. So this will be his final game unless we decide to. Certainly, obviously, final game for this season. Could be his final game for us overall as he picks up the ball, gets a lot of space on the right, comes back inside to Dumfries. There's a nice little run into the box there. He's having a go. He should be passing that, I think. And there's a save, I think it was, possibly a deflection. As the ball comes in, it's cleared from the front post. Fofana picks up the loose ball and just heads it out. Just aimlessly heads it out for no reason. So let's get a little look at Dumfries not playing well. We'll bring in Gilardici. Barella struggling a little bit on fitness. We'll bring Aslani in here. We'll save our final sub. We may bring Rooney Bargi in for a little bit of a swan song as Barella goes close, but it's another good save from the goalkeeper. As our substitutes come in. Lapani struggling a little bit on fitness, playing well. And we can't make it. Have I made 5 changes? I have made 5 changes. Okay. As Napoli are about to be crowned league champions, they are 3 points clear of AC Milan. We are drawn 2-2 with Lecce. Lecce, a decent squad. They're a mid-table team. They're sitting in 9th currently as this game comes to a close. And that is how it ends. Disappointed we didn't win that. We were 2-0 up. Of course, you have to be disappointed not to win it. And that is the season complete. We will. So no Okafor. Field to make chances pay, absolutely. Gilardici said for pay increase, that's fine. Barella needs a rest. Season's over. Doesn't matter. We received 9 million for our final position in the league. Bonuses paid out. That's all fine. That's all fine. And Thuram sets new average rating. We will do our squad planner and get that all in place a little later. Thuram has won player of the season. I think that's player of the season. Sorry, no, this is player of the season. I'm not sure which one this one is. But Thuram has won 2 awards. Lautaro has finished second in the Golden Boot. He's second by 1 goal and he missed 2 months. Marcus Thuram finishing third in the Golden Boot award as well. So absolutely delighted to get those 2 guys in the top 3. We will vote for that shortly. That's for the manager of the season. That's fine. Dumfries has won the Defender of the Year award, which is excellent. And Martinez has also won an award. Excellent. Good to see. Things you like to see. And he's dedicated it to me, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So that is it for season 3. We're going to wrap up at that. It has obviously been a successful season. Yes, we've qualified for the Champions League. We have finished in 4th place. I mean, as mentioned, a few of those games we tried to throw them away. We've still done very well, which is very reassuring for next season when we're going to try and win the league. We've won the Coppa Italia, so that's another trophy ticked off the Glory Hunter trophy trail. So we're going to take the summer. We're going to reassess the squad, see who we want to keep, see who we want to sell. We'll be back next season looking to challenge on the final two fronts in Italy, the Supercoppa Italia and the Serie as well. I don't really care for Champions League if we go out of it. I'm not too fussed, although that could put my job in danger. But we'll wrap up season 3. It's been very, very good. We've made great progress in our Glory Hunter series. We will be back in the new season. As always, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Please leave your comments below. Let me know your feedback. We will see you in the next one for the new season. Until then, thank you and take care. Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. It helps us to grow and helps us to bring you more videos like this. Please also leave a like and share the video as well. And please do leave a comment. We would love to hear your feedback also. That's it for now. You can watch one of these recommended videos, but we will see you in the next one. Until then, thank you and take care.